Hello, everybody. Let's talk about. Let's not talk about my brake squeaking. Let's talk about faith. This week was very challenging for Mr. Aaron. And I'm very open and honest about all of my life experiences, and there's not quite the experience such as social media, especially when people perceive you to be who you are. For me, I post that I'm a dance teacher, and the things that I do for my community, and the things that really should be aspiring to our environment. Yet this week was the week where people accused me of egotistical notions and being self-centered. And it's just funny because all these people have not known me longer than 3 or 4 months. Maybe not even 1 month or a couple weeks. And it really made me think about that today. I've endured so much affliction this week and made myself depressed over it because these people had so much energy towards discriminating against my character in an attempt to abolish my inner authority and to demoralize my wisdom. And so it just fascinates me that this was at the account of other spiritual people. And it's like, since when did other truthers take down people? I know that I do it, but that's just because things are revealed to me in truth and through the divine. When there's a channeled message coming through and it shows something and I give a warning to someone, be mindful of is the first thing I always say. Level 2, you might want to reconsider what you're saying because, and I'll say, here's the research, look it up. And then the third thing is, then my ego comes out because it protects me. It protects us. That's what ego is for. It's to give us that confidence to stand for what we believe. But we've demoralized what an ego is. Ego trip is a whole different label than ego itself. Ego is self. And then super ego is another version of that confidence you have. It's what we do. Like for me, dance teacher, that's my super ego. So anyways, faith is something that many people have lost recently. They don't have faith. They don't believe in just keeping it basic. It's really about how faith resonates in your heart. Here's a great example. I found this teddy bear 4 or 5 weeks ago, and it was on the ground, and it probably had been there for a while. Either I could have left it there on the ground for it to get dirty, for a dog to chew it up, or for the owner to find out that they dropped something, or take it with me and let this be my companion in the car. Faith will always say, that's cute. It's cute. I need a little companion. Fear would say, oh, I don't want to touch anything that might have attachments on it. Because attachments, I can't have them right now in my timeline, in my personal spirit journey. Attachments will, corrupt and anchor me, da-da-da-da-da. So I just kind of walk in faith. I just keep going. And I think a lot of times that's where the misconception is of ego and faith. I have such strong faith, and oftentimes I'm discriminated against, particularly on Facebook. And everyone says you should just take it down, remove it, but There's so many different seeds I planted, and there's so much synchronizations that are happening that I can't. That is my ego. I can't do it. I can't wreck what I've started. That would be detrimental to a lot of people who have those synchronicities. Maybe considering removing myself eventually over time, yes. But I have to make sure that all those seeds I planted can continue for the sake of that community. I.e., two groups that I have on Facebook. Those groups, hey, I know them. Those groups on Facebook really rely on affirmations and intuition, and that requires faith. I believe what I resonate, I believe what comes through, and I'm sharing that. So it's really hard to have someone who's pivotal in that. Excuse me, I ate something. That was not a download hiccup. I was literally eating fast food. I'm in between a lot of things right now, so I really have to wrap this up. But I just wanted to touch bases with everyone, saying that, if situations are beating you down and weighing you down, it's best to just feel it out. Feel it all the way. Have no fear in feeling, because faith comes right after feeling. I felt so down. I felt so depressed. I felt so distraught. But my faith, blah, 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 and blah. And I think that's the best lesson, the best life experience anybody can ever ask for. And I thank the heavens for that. I thank the heavens for my discernment. I want to be old school. I thank God. I thank God for allowing this life experience, this human body, to use me to open my eyes more and more and more each day. And I feel like I'm going to be emotional because I'm going to be losing a lot of stuff. And it was stirring up a lot of depression because I'm afraid of losing what I have. But it's too late. I'm going to lose everything. And it makes me think I did this to myself and I deserve it. I know I don't deserve it. I work so hard. But the sabotage that people have put on my life, the sabotage that people put in my environments where I work so hard, and then it was my spiritual area where I felt so confident and happy that finally we did something. Oh, why am I crying? And even in my spiritual realm, that got evaded. So it just, everything was out of my control. If I were self-medicating and coping in negative ways, different story. I would have known to take accountability for my actions, but this was totally like people doing me in because it's what they had perceived of myself from judging of character without even like talking to me. How could you not talk to somebody and have such, aggression towards their character? I just realized I dropped my t-shirt somewhere. Anyways, I love you guys. Oh, that cry was so good. I needed it. Did you guys cry with me? Anyway, I'll talk to you guys later. Take care. Love ya. Have faith. Hold on to your faith. Hold on. And plant seeds, because it's not the end. That's what I really wanted to say, is it's not the end. And then in conclusion, I know where to go from here. I know where to go from here. My stomach agrees with me. Bye, everybody.